It's Unstable Topic with Sarah and Maggie.
Please hold for an important message.
Hey, you've reached Sarah Adams. I can't get to my phone right now, so just leave me a quick message and I'll give you a call back as soon as I can. Thanks.
Hey, Sarah, it's Maggie. I wanted to call because, as you know, the Monthly Junk, our YouTube channel, just celebrated its birthday. It was 10 years of having a YouTube channel together. And I'm pretty sure I know you, and I know you sent me a little something in the mail, I'm sure, like a surprise for celebrating 10 years of the Monthly Junk's YouTube. And I just wanted you to know, whatever the surprise is, it hasn't made it to my house yet. So you might want to check the tracking link or whatever you sent. I don't know. I'm pretty excited about it. Again, I know that you're trying to surprise me, but I'm so proud of having a YouTube channel with a decade's worth of really fabulous content at the Monthly Junk. And I know that so many more people are going to subscribe and follow it and like all our old videos. And I'm going to really like whatever gifts you sent. So just check with the post office because it hasn't arrived. Thank you.
End of message.
Hey, welcome to Unstable Topics, a fast-paced, jam-packed, unhinged bestie podcast filled with facts, reacts, and made-up games in between.
We're your hosts, Sarah
and Maggie.
And we're excited for you to join our best friend hangout, where we surprise one another with things we find interesting or hilarious, or just to see how the other will react.
Our friendship might be totally stable, but you never know what your bestie might throw your way to knock you off your game.
So come shake things up, learn something new, and laugh along with us. This is Unstable Topics. Hey, bestie.
Hey, bestie.
So this is kind of unstable, and I'm really anxious to hear your feedback. So for those who are listening, I currently have my hair in pigtails, and I did like the bubble thing on them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's twofold. One, I have very long hair right now, and my hair is thick, and it's ungodly outside, so I sweat a lot. So I'm trying to get the hair off the back of my neck.
Yes.
And I'm also trying to not look awful.
It's so hard. It's so hard to like not have hair on your neck and also not look awful. Like it really truly is a battle constantly.
Yes, agree. And so this morning I was sitting there prepping to get online with you, and my hair is just up in a bun and I look awful. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do this thing, put my hair in pigtails and do the bubble, because I see a lot of people on the gram do it. And then I did it, and I'm like, I feel like we have had a conversation. Specifically, I remember about Tinsley Mortimer from Real Housewives of New York when she was on there, and she had her hair in pigtails. And you said she is too old to wear pigtails.
Did I say that?
Or
I didn't say that.
I feel like you did. It was in
a chat in
Yes.
our Bravo fan chat.
Shout out to our Bravo chat ladies who are there for us night and day, thick and thin, to be the support we need about Bravo TV.
Here's what I'll say. If I did say that, sometimes I say things in that chat just to be sassy, and I don't believe them. I'll say things, I'll just have a hot take. I'll be like, all these reunion looks are trash. And do I really believe it? No. Some of them I think are pretty. But I feel like when you're in a Bravo chat or when you're consuming reality TV, sometimes you just have to be a little sassy when you're discussing it.
That's fair.
So I think it looks cute.
So
I think it looks very cute.
That was my unstableness coming into this. It's like, I don't know what Maggie's going to think. Is she's going to feel like, Sarah, you're going to turn 40. You shouldn't be having your hair in long pigtails bubbled out like that. Or she's like, oh, you look okay because your hair isn't a complete disaster.
I think neither of those things. I think you look incredible, adorable, like you're having the time of your life, like your hair is off your neck, and you don't look a mess.
You know, that's why we're best friends. I just want to say also, your hair is adorable because you have it up in like one of those scrunchies with a bow on it.
Yeah, my key is I just bought scrunchies with bows, and then it feels like I am wearing a hairstyle that is also inappropriate for my age. But I love it. I love it. It's fun.
If you can wear bows, I can wear my hair in pigtails, and we're just going to live life to the fullest.
I will
And
be dragging ourselves in the Bravo chat, though. I will send a picture and be like, "Oh my god, look at these 2 podcast stars. Look at them." If I was on Bravo, I would drag myself. I would be, like, I would be awful to myself if I was a Bravo celebrity,
what do
you
you
know?
mean, like in your testimonials?
No, I mean, like, if I was watching me as a character on reality TV, I would be like, "Who does this woman think she is?" That's the unstable thing about me, is that, like, I'm a really nice person, but when it comes to reality TV, I'm a sasshole.
Wow. Well, thinking about things that we think in our heads and communicate, it leads me to our first fact. Maggie, are you ready for your fact?
I am. Great transition, by the way.
Look, I am doing my best because I'm trying to live up to you. You do these transitions, and they are impeccable, and I'm merely walking in your footsteps.
Oh my gosh.
Here
Okay.
is your fact. Exploding head syndrome causes people to hear extremely loud noises in their head just as they are falling asleep.
Oh, this sounds like a true nightmare.
Right?
Oh gosh. It's just in their head. It's not like a small sound happens and their head amplifies it. They are
No.
just manifesting, making up a loud sound right as they fall asleep.
Yes, I don't even know it's manifestation at this point, or I don't know. I don't
It's like
know.
their brain just bangs.
Yeah, it just bangs. Their brain bangs and makes a loud noise. Exploding
Oh,
head syndrome. And I don't even want to know what type of sound that is.
no. That's like the falling asleep when you're falling asleep and you have the dream where you're falling.
Mm-hmm.
This is worse than that.
Or the
Because
dream where you're asleep and you see a person standing next to you and you can't wake up.
Or the dream where there's a spider crawling on the ceiling and then it starts to fall and it lands on the bed and you can't find it in the bed and you're awake and you're moving all the sheets around and your husband's like, "What are you doing?" And you're like, "There's a spider in the bed." And they're like, you're dreaming." And then you're like, "You don't get it. The spider's gonna get you."
And you make them take off all the sheets, all of it, until like your heart rate finally calms down an hour later and like, oh, it was a night terror. This is worse than that.
Oh my god. Do you have that spider dream?
Oh my gosh. I haven't had it in a while. But yes, I've had that spider, and it's either a spider or a snake. I've had a dream where there's a spider that falls on my face and I try to get it off. And I am convinced it
Yeah.
is in the bed. And I've
Mhm.
made Jamie change the sheets many of times. I am lucky. I'm knocking on wood right now that I don't have it because it's terrifying.
It's really scary. I've had it with spiders, mostly spiders. Once I had it with hamsters.
Hamsters might have been adorable. Do you hear a squirrel barking right now?
I do. She heard hamster and she went
Well,
ham.
this is just unstable. My probably the pest guy is here for the
Mm.
mosquitoes, and she's like, "Don't you do it?
Don't go in my yard.
Don't
I
go
like
in-
those mosquitoes.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'll edit this out. You just talk for a minute, and I can just edit the barking out.
Oh, yeah. So I had a dream with the hamsters. You'd think it would be adorable, but it was me ripping the sheets off. I think the difference is Kyle doesn't like take the bedding off. He just says you're dreaming, and then I get frustrated that he doesn't understand that I'm not dreaming, even though I am dreaming, but in my dream I'm not dreaming. And then I just go, "You don't understand." And then I immediately crawl into bed and fall back asleep, and he's awake for hours wondering if there really is a spider, if there really is a hamster. So it's really one of those real fun things for everyone.
Well, we just talked about, exploding head syndrome and how it's the worst. So, are you ready to react?
I am so ready to react.
This dog of mine, would it just stop so I can talk? Are you ready to react?
I'm ready to react.
Okay, so what's something that keeps you awake at night?
Ooh, something that keeps me awake at night. Usually, I'm finding facts for the show, or I am like looking at $1 million houses and judging the decor, or I'm playing Bubble Cash, which
What's
is a little
Bubble
game.
Cash?
It's like the game where you match little circles that are the same color, and you try and do you remember? Oh my gosh, what was that? Well, anyways, you match the circles, and then the circles fall down and you try and get the most points, like match the biggest sequence and get everything cleared in a certain amount of time. And you win gemstones, or you can sometimes win cash.
Wow. Have you ever won cash?
I have won cash, but then I reinvest it because I'm investing in myself.
How much cash have you won?
Total, or like right now in my bubble cash account?
Let's say total.
I've probably won like $15.
Wow. How long?
But I never put any money into it.
How long you been playing?
Oh, a few months. Yeah.
That's not bad. That's not bad. You're just losing sleep, it sounds like.
Yeah. Right now I have like 80 cents in the account.
Okay.
Because you have to, when you get the cash, then you play like the cash tournaments, and then it's like, oh, you could win. Anyways,
that keeps you up at night.
It keeps me up at night. How about you?
Usually if I can't sleep, it's because my mind is rolling through like global warming is happening, and there's people out there that need help, and is my child going to enjoy school? Things like that.
Yeah, real fun. You should try Bubble Cash.
As to earth signs, Sarah and Maggie are always preparing, which is why it's time to play Till Death Do Us Part.
Aww, why?
The game where they interview potential replacement besties in case the other one kicks the can.
Sarah, this replacement bestie is such an obvious choice for us. I first met her back in the day working at Teach for America, and she's been a boss in the ed reform and nonprofit space ever since. She is also hilarious, as we know from our time improvising with her, and a top-tier mom from our Cool Mom social circle. When she's not leading a nonprofit or making us laugh till we cry, she's helping others reach their full potential in her leadership coaching business. I cannot wait for all of our besties to get to know her better. Please welcome LPT, Lacey Pittman Tomanek.
I hope that in a best friend, you all value persistence. And I hope you have lots of patience to offer me and my internet challenges.
Of course. I think that actually gave you extra points, honestly. And I think we should get into scoring you. So I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
Because your persistence is admirable.
Thank you.
Okay, here's a tough one, Lacey. This is a hypothetical.
Okay.
Completely hypothetical.
Okay.
Would you rather win second place out of 2 films at a short film race?
I was hoping this would come up.
Or have everyone in your house be sick with a stomach bug at the same time?
Absolutely second place. I know that was just soul crushing for us, particularly Sarah Adams, who really struggled with it.
I still to this day have this
it was shocking
anger about it.
It was shocking. It was horrifying. However, something that is more horrifying than that is puking. I hate puking.
Yeah.
Hate.
Right. And it's still second place. What I want to say is we made a short film years ago called My Friend Algebra, available on our YouTube. And it was in a contest. There were only 2 films in this contest. And we were so confident. Like, we had put so much work into this.
So much.
And it was so fun. And then we got second place, which is still second place.
Sure.
It's still second place. The film holds up. I watched it not too long ago, and it holds up.
Like, I need to go back. The production quality alone should have gotten us first place.
And I will say the film that won was shot on a phone, and the audio was Google Translate.
Yeah. Which was,
a choice.
I guess funnier than the words we wrote, I guess.
It was ironic, they were trying to be cool.
Were they?
That's true.
Okay,
I don't know.
Let's ask another question because I got beef.
Sarah's getting upset. Move on.
This is 8 years ago, by the way.
None of us even had children yet.
No, we had so much time to make things.
That's true.
All right, Lacey, I got good points. That was the correct answer, by the way.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, I have to get. This is intense. So, would you rather have your professional business photo be your 8th grade yearbook photo,
Ooh.
or one your 5-year-old son has taken for you?
Can I tell a story
Oh my
Yes.
gosh, yes.
to answer this? So we have a couple babysitters that we use regularly, right? However, there was a time when they were not available. I used an app called Sitter City to find a babysitter. And I, lots of options, narrowed it down, found a lovely young woman that I was thrilled to connect with, and scheduled a FaceTime interview with her. However, before we could actually, no. We connected via FaceTime. It was great. We set a time for her to come over that evening. Sutton's playing with my phone a little bit later. I had recently texted her. I happened to not have any pants on at this time, which was fine for the people in my house. Not
Because it's your house, your rules.
Yes,
Rules.
correct. So Sutton took a photo of me in a t-shirt and underwear and somehow managed to text it to this potential babysitter, who then told me about an hour later that she actually was unavailable after all and could not come. So given that, I'm going to go with 8th grade yearbook photo.
Gosh, that is probably one of the best Lacey stories you have passed on to us, because knowing that when you started where this was going, Maggie and I have heard this one before, we are dying laughing because you told our group and we just lost it.
I immediately started crying because and it's like when your son takes a picture like that too, it's not like it's not a flattering angle.
Oh, absolutely. I was bent over, and the t-shirt had written up enough for like the bottom of my gut to just be hanging in the place she likes to hang out. So it was, I believe they were nude underwear as well. So it was questionable, probably to the receiver of this photo, whether or not I was even wearing underwear.
Yes.
Yeah. And she has not babysat.
Have not heard from her since.
Wow.
She had forgotten her mother's birthday,
Yeah,
quote unquote.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that is the correct answer, by the way, your 8th grade photo, which we would love to see. If you
That
ever have.
story too.
Okay.
That story was the correct answer. as
Well worth the cost of admission with that story.
I have a final question for
Okay.
you. Okay, you are a Texas gal, born and
am.
raised.
I am.
It's something I admire about you, your love for Texas and your progressive policies though as well. I feel like you're admirable in both of those. So my question for you is, would you rather Texas up California or California up Texas?
This is one of the hardest questions I've ever been asked.
We told you this was going to be hard hitting.
Wow.
We don't take replacement besties lightly, so
I
you gotta
feel
add.
so nervous.
I was gonna say there's no wrong answer, but there is a wrong answer.
And there's also no right answer, but there
Okay.
is a right answer.
Okay.
Exactly.
So I'll try to be brief. It's not my specialty. Okay. I am very progressive. However, I will say that I do like benefiting from not having state tax. That's nice.
It's true. Yes.
I'm not gonna complain about
However, if that meant we have health care,
that.
charge me some
trade-off.
taxes. Do I like the idea of 70-degree weather year round? Better than 110.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Are the beaches nicer than Galveston? Sure.
And if you have hot take on that, please DM Lacey.
Oh.
Don't DM Maggie and I. DM
I will
Lacey.
actually I'll field Lacey's DMs. I love
you.
DMs. Please DM me.
Yeah, DM Maggie, not me.
Galveston's a crappy beach.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay, keep going. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry.
that was a hot take.
Wow.
That was a hot take.
That was a hot take. We're going to keep going forward because I am ready. I think you might have to replace somebody today, Lacey.
Oh my God, it happened.
It
My
happened.
plan worked. I'm just kidding. I would like to offer a third option,
Oh.
which is to take the best of California and bring it here, because California could never be Texas.
No,
Oh.
We've
you're
just
absolutely right.
got this something. You know, you can't capture a day drinking cold beer in Luckenbach listening to somebody playing the guitar. That doesn't exist in California.
That's true.
Sorry.
You're right.
I'm sorry. So I would like to take some of California's best attributes and bring it to the glorious Lone Star State. I would also like to export the entire Republican Party to
somewhere else.
California.
I just want to be clear, though, one of the major things that you would bring from California is better beaches, right? Because Galveston is a bad beach.
Listen, Sarah said that, not me.
I didn't say that. Look, here's the thing. Maggie, have you been to Galveston?
I did once in college to do a beach cleanup, but when we got there had been a red tide, and so there were dead fish all over the beach, and it smelled rancid, and we had to turn back and go back to Austin. So that's my impression of Galveston, and I am never changing it.
That does sound terrible.
It does sound terrible. I'm not going to take that experience and try to justify any bit of that.
No.
But you know what's not terrible? You, Lacey Pittman Tomanek.
Thank you.
Because I have scored. I don't know if Sarah has scored the same.
Here's the thing, Lacey. By the way, that was the correct answer, was to create your third choice.
Thank you. I thought it was
kind of tricky, but we got you.
Yeah, we got it.
So you scored 100%, 110 because of your persistence.
Wow.
As well.
Wow.
Nevertheless, she persisted.
So you would be an excellent replacement best friend, as we already knew, but this is just further proof. And if people wanted to follow you and become besties with you, where could they follow you? What would you like to share with our audience here?
So this is the most obnoxious Instagram handle you've ever heard. It's at Lacey, Lacey, Dee, Pittman, Pittman, Tomanek, Tomanek, because those are all of my names, and I refuse to give them up. You'll mostly see pictures of my children, but they're really cute and funny, and if you like ginger families, we've got plenty of content for you.
Literally 4 for 4.
4
gingers.
for 4. That's right. And if you're looking for some leadership coaching, maybe holler at me. I just got my LLC, Flow Unimpeded. Like to remove the barriers that prevent you from flowing unimpeded. And yeah, I'm about to start a new job that I'm not going to talk about quite yet, but I'm really excited, and maybe you can support us in the future.
Thank you so much for coming on with us.
Thank you for giving in to the peer pressure and letting me come on.
We did not give in. We are pleased to have you. And I, for one, am more pleased to know that Maggie can be replaced. It's a bestie connection. Thanks for playing along.
That's it for this episode. Wasn't that fun?
Now it's time for you to subscribe and follow.
And share this episode with a friend.
Ooh, maybe even your bestie.
Find us everywhere online at Unstable Topics, and for more antics, visit us at the Monthly Junk.
Bye.
Bye. Peace.